Hi there, welcome to LSB Feasters radio channel where we keep great radio from the past alive. Today we're going to Miami and a radio legend, the one and only Neil Rogers. Neil Rogers was cantankerous, he was cranky, he complained about everything, and his listeners in Miami loved it. Neil was born in Rochester, New York, and his career began in Western New York, working at stations in Batavia and other markets like Canandaigua around Western New York. But in 1975, he moved to South Florida, taking a job at WJNO, but his career really took off the next year at WKAT in Miami. He became a sensation. In 78, he moved to WNWS Miami, and then eventually WINZ, before moving to WIOD in 1988, and later WQAM. Through the different formats and different stations, Neil Rogers remained popular for decades in South Florida. He retired from radio in 2009 when WQAM decided it wanted to go in a more sports-related direction, and they bought out his contract. And sadly, Neil passed on a year later in 2010. If you have never had a chance to hear the one and only Neil Rogers, this is going to be interesting. Check him out, Neil Rogers, on 610 WIOD, Miami.
I tell you, we love your show up here.
In Land O'Lakes.
In Land O'Lakes, 5 minutes north of Lutz.
You know, I have never heard so many... I've lived in Florida for 19 years now. And I thought I knew the state pretty well. I've been around, I've been around the backyard once or twice. And I'm hearing of places that I have never heard of before. We got a call yesterday from Baum.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And we're like,
right down there by Wimauma or something.
Wimauma. We are monster in Wimauma.
Yeah, did you go to the Shell station and get your map yet?
No, I still didn't do that. I forgot about it. And these cheap bastards here, they won't give us a map. They won't do anything here, man, because our program director's a geek, and he's just not into this thing. It requires a little bit too much effort. He don't like anything that smells like work.
Yeah. Well, we try to disassociate ourselves from the people from Lutz.
I don't blame you.
But believe it or not, there's some people in Land O'Lakes that have a Lutz address. So I think they're probably like, sweating it,
Yeah.
They're going, oh, no, they think we're from Lutz.
Yeah.
But we really live in Land O'Lakes, and it's even in a different county.
Well, it's been a real tweet, and we'll talk to you again, okay?
Okay, good night.
Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Land O'Lakes, George, put it on the map. Let's just stick a bunch of pins in the wall. We don't have any map on there, but we'll just stick a bunch of pins in it. Here's Dania on the star line.
Neil, how you doing?
Great.
I got two questions, I got two things to talk about.
All the Broward lines, by the way, are dead as a doornail, man. It looks like Forest Lawn Cemetery on Broward, 524 WIOD. I say let's take all the Broward lines and put them into the 800 trunk. Go ahead, sir.
Two things. Number one, how pathetic this state of Florida is number one, I come out of my house the other day, and my wheels off my garbage pail are gone.
Yeah.
Supposedly in Hollywood, you're not allowed to have wheels on your garbage pail unless you get a fine. That's number one.
Wheels on your garbage pail?
Yeah, you're supposed to have garbage pails with no wheels on there. So you can't wheel around. They're supposed to be wheelless. There's an ordinance in Hollywood that you can't have wheels on your garbage pail.
Well, that's great.
Number two, I'm an electrical contractor. Came down from New York. It took 2 years of paperwork to come down here to transfer and take a license down here. Listen to this. First they lose my paperwork, and there's only six of us who passed the exam. I don't know how they can lose my paperwork. I think they're very anti-New York, first off. And second,
what does that mean?
Huh?
They're anti-New York. What does that mean?
I don't know. There's a lot of people coming up from up north down.
We don't want any more people from New York.
I don't blame them. There's too many of us anyhow.
Right.
But,
if it's so great in New York, how come everybody wants to come here from New York?
Well, David Dinkins is such a wonderful mayor. He ruined the city.
Yeah. I got news for you, sir. They were coming here long before David Dink was ever mayor of New York, okay?
Well, people come here to pay for the sunshine and die anyhow. My philosophy.
Yeah. Sounds to me like you have a lot of complaints this morning.
Oh, yeah, I'm a complainer.
Everybody is really all bent out of shape this morning. My only complaint is about the people at the post office in Plantation. Other than that, everything is great. And, of course, about the fact that Allison and Randy never got their jobs done.
Okay. Now,
Other than that...
Listen to this one.
Yeah.
I went into... First, I had to get a license from the state.
Oh, God, yes?
So I pay them. They go to activation fee, and they tell me I got it in April. They said your license...
Sir, can I listen? With all due respect, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
This could solve the problem, okay? Go back to New York. See, you people up there at the plantation post office can sit up there and critique about, well, the calls suck, and this is not so exciting anymore, and Neil's a douchebag, and yet you're sitting up there with your finger, with your finger where the moon don't shine, okay, with your fist on your colon. God, is it pathetic up there in Broward. That's the problem. We need to divert all those... This has been going on. This wasn't something that just started. This has been going on for 2 years up there. Those people have lockjaw, man, in Broward County. There's something wrong with the place. It sucks. Let's do Newport Richie. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Neil?
Yes?
You suck.
Okay, thank you so much.
I love you. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, buddy. It's refreshing to hear you. Let me tell you something, in all honesty. You are the first black talk show host that has really got to me.
You're cute.
You know
You're
what
really
I'm saying?
Cute. Yeah.
We're listening to you this morning at the Golden Nugget
Let
Lounge.
me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How long you been working up this material, okay? All weekend?
All weekend.
I bet. You have like a team of writers put this together for you, like Jay Leno.
Will you stop that crap? I'm trying to tell you.
No, I will not stop this crap, sir.
You've
I will
got a
continue.
listening audience
I will
up
continue
here.
with this crap until I motivate the people at the plantation post office to get their finger out of their... How do you like that?
Forget that plantation post
They
office.
make me sick up there, okay?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You know what? I used to listen to Bob Lassiter sit on his big fat ass and talk about Neil Rogers. He stole all your material for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
He thought you were God.
Yeah.
This guy thought you were something else.
Yeah, I am something else.
By the way, I talked to his old producer the other day, Neil.
Oh, my God, the day is lost. The day is lost. It is all over. Oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby's back.
He's back.
Hey, I talked to his producer the other day.
Have you ever met anybody that's got fat on their eyelids, sir?
No.
Bob Lassiter is the only human being in the world who's got fat eyelids.
He can store food. You know that?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's unbelievable. And ugly legs in his short pants.
Right.
You know, I would like this.
Matter of fact, he said he was storing nuts for the wintertime. I don't know what he meant by that. That's what he said.
Why do all talk show hosts, not all of them, but the majority of them, get fat and grow beards?
Because they sit on their big fat ass all day and just the only exercise to get is their gums.
Is that what it is?
Right.
Hey, you know, I was
They're
gonna
gumming
say,
it.
You know, Neil.
And I don't have a beard, by the way, sir.
You don't?
I'm clean shaven.
What is your weight?
What is my weight?
Yes.
Why, are you writing a book?
Well, you stop that.
I weigh 109. I weigh 193 pounds as of this moment.
And what's your height?
My height?
How tall are you?
How big is it?
How tall are you without heels?
5'9" without the slippers.
5'9", just right.
So I'm a little... No, it's not just right. I should weigh about 160 pounds.
No one likes skinny guys. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to look anorexic.
Yeah. You get in bed with the skinny guys like going to bed with Venetian blinds. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess that's the voice of experience. Well, have a great day.
Neil?
Yes?
You're coming in strong. And
Great.
I'll tell you something. Keep up the good work. I'll tell you do have some bad callers there.
You're not too far from a Hudson, are you, by the way?
Well, this is Newport Richie. This is a class area.
But that's not far.
Is the home, you know what this is the home of? the most boring talk show in the world.
Which one is that?
Mr. Williams lives here.
Mr. Williams.
Bruce Williams.
Oh, Bruce Williams lives there?
Makes his home in Newport
God.
Richie, Florida.
Well, that's a good place for him, believe me.
There's nobody living here under the age of 65.
Uh-huh. Hello, Bruce. I want to go into business. I'm 110. I want to invest in my future.
Wouldn't you like to hear him just once when one of these guys call in and say, you know, Bruce, I can't make my payments, and I've lost my job. What advice wouldn't you like to hear him just once say, burn your damn house down and run out of town or something?
Right, exactly.
That's the kind of advice you'd give him.
You bet.
Neil?
No, that's the kind of advice you'd give them because you're all hard.
I don't want to suck up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do. You've already started.
But I'm going to tell you
like
this.
I said, the voice of experience.
You're a breath of fresh air.
Well, have a great day.
See you later, Neil.
See ya. Newport Richie, ladies and gentlemen, and Hudson. Right close together there. In fact, I think Aaron's coming over to that guy for a little lunchtime something. That's our new sounder. Those are the Boots from Lutz. Is this really a Lutz call?
Yes.
Our new Lutz listener?
Yes. I'm a brand new listener.
Unbelievable, sir.
I wish that all the Yankees would go back with their penny pinching, selfish butt.
Obnoxious.
Go back. They stink.
Yeah.
And they talk funny.
Right.
They come down here and they take all the jobs away from people that live here.
Right.
They work for nothing.
Right.
And they just
they stink.
They're screwed up, you know. I wish they would all go back.
They're obnoxious and they smell bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
And they got just pounds of armpit hair.
And I don't know what it is about you, but I like you, but you suck.
Right. You sound like the guy from, he sounded just like the guy from, Newport Richie, didn't he? With a different voice. He likes me because I suck. Well, I've heard that before. That was another caller from Lutz. Man, we are kicking ass in Lutz. We can't buy a call in Broward, but we are dynamite in Lutz. I bet you there's a lot of dynamite in Lutz. Now, wait a minute. Here's Plantation. Hello.
How many food do you eat?
What is it?
How many food do you eat?
How many food did they eat? Let me ask you something. How old are you?
I'm only 10.
10? Would you like to make it 11?
Yeah.
Then don't ever make a call like this again, punk. We have an open line in Dade, 75101 in Broward, 52494. How many food did they eat? How many food did they... You're 10 years old and that's the way you speak? God help us, the human race, man. There's no hope for us at all. No wonder Al is just eating. At least it tastes good. At least it's satisfying his immediate urges. Because I think the guy in the Wacko and Waco may have a point. This could be our last Pesach, you know what? So let's just pig out. Extra butter on the matzahs tonight, guys. Bradenton. Oh, it didn't do the thing. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. This is your chronic. Every 3 weeks I call the first
You're our
time.
one caller in Bradenton. Great.
Well, I'm not eating and I'm not sweating, so can I still be on your show?
I guess. I won't give you a whole hour, though. You have to eat a lot and sweat a hell of a lot to get a whole hour on this show like he did. I'm not exaggerating. He was sweating so profusely and his face was so red, especially when he started laughing.
I know.
I was convinced
through the phone.
I was convinced that he was not going to make it through that hour. I mean, he was just barely functioning.
I want to wish you Bibishiki Pasak.
Oh, and likewise.
I'm
back at you.
Japanese Jew.
Are you serial, a Japanese Jew?
Yes, I am.
Well, how much sushi do you have on Pesach? Unlikely, huh? A Japanese Jew?
Yes.
Is that by conversion, by marriage?
Oh, no.
There are Japanese Jews?
No. My grandfather was Jewish. My grandmother was French and Japanese.
Well, I'll be damned. That's incredible.
Well, not really.
Well, how many Jews are there in Japan? 6? Huh? Not a whole lot.
I never counted.
Never counted, but probably could if you had this a couple hours.
I am American.
Well, that's great.
I wanted to ask you, is it all right for a straight lady to say kneel God?
Oh, yeah. How about in Japanese? Huh? Can you do that?
Yeah, but I don't think I would.
Why not? Let's give it a shot. Come on, we'll make you a star. We'll put it on cart.
Well, I wanted to put some... you remember when Marilyn Monroe sang Happy Birthday, President?
Right. Mr. President, right.
Right. Well, I wanted to... and actually, my religion is a bit more serious to me than putting, you know... Well, I can say, Neil, Shinto.
That's it. Turn it up, George.
But I wanted to take...
You're a star now.
I wanted to say Neil God.
Well, that's great.
May I?
Go ahead.
Neil God. How's that?
Well, it sounds like Al got the audience sufficiently aroused, even if he wasn't. Have a great day.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something.
Happy Pesach, yes.
Was the hockey game yet named? Was the hockey team yet named?
Yeah, Goyam, we're going to call him. Miami Goyam.
How do you like it, Florida Freeze?
Florida Freeze isn't bad. In fact, Al's probably eating one of those right now on his way to the game.
Okay, remember who said it.
Okay.
Japanese Jew Bradenton.
Have a happy.
You too.
Bye-bye. There's our Japanese you. We have an open line and a green line, 1-800-944-PESACH.
What sparks a champion? Sparks you and champions. Choose Wheaties.
Let's see that spark in action. Keep your eye on fleet-footed Richie Ashburn patrolling center field for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. Uh-oh, it's a low-sinking liner out of a second. Looks like it's in there. Ashburn's racing in. He makes a desperate dive. And he's up with that ball. A terrific shoestring catch by Richie Ashburn. Man, oh man, he's really got that spark. Champion Ashburn fires up with Wheaties. How about you? Remember, what sparks a champion sparks you.
What sparks a champion? Sparks you and champions. Choose Wheaties.
I guess, shut up already. I guess diving for those line drives is a good way to get a Richie Ashburn, huh? Yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what else I saw? The founder seats, they have special food. I was watching one of the pieces on the news over the weekend, and they were showing one of the concession guys, and he was peddling some kind of seafood stuff with shrimp and lobster, and I don't know what the hell it was. And they said, well, gee, this isn't like your real regular hot dogs. And he said, no, this is strictly for the founders section. And that's where I'm going to be sitting. That's where all of our WIOD seats are, in those great founder seats right behind the dugout, like tomorrow night in the third row. So what can I say? Oh! See, Al, you played your cards wrong. If you would have come with me to the game tomorrow, you could have, really gone nuts. You could have had, 10 times as much food and 10 times the excitement and cholesterol. Sunrise. Hello? Sunrise?
Hi.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
I see the Marlins made the front page.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what do you think about the ice-a-creamy man?
The what?
The ice-a-creamy man.
Meaning what?
He's selling ice-a-creamy.
Is he?
Yeah. You know, there's an old saying about saying, you scream, I scream, we all scream for ice-a-cream.
Yeah, there sure is. Old.
So how you been?
Pretty good. Okay, we have an open line at Broward. It was from Sunrise. What do you want, George? My God, the median age there is death. 5249463. That was a super Sunrise hole we had. He's all worked up for the game, huh? He's had his Wheaties and probably getting ready for a moving experience any second. Tampa.
Holy cow.
Exactly.
Hey, I see you guys, they printed in the Tribune yesterday the name of the new Miami hockey team, the Florida Panthers.
No, please.
Can I read you a headline here from Future Sports Edition?
That's not official, is it?
I don't know. That's what.
No,
but I can just see the headline now. Lightning drop pants.
Yeah, that's cute. Go Pants, go.
Hey, I want to say something about Bird.
Now, does that include Rob Zaminer? Is he going to do that?
Either him or DeMaio.
Because I want to be there at that game. By the way, all you Flyer fans, Gary Galley is God. I just thought I'd mention that.
So you guys going to get Mike Keenan for a coach, ain't you?
No, we're not.
Well, they were showing the game here Saturday, and Bobby Clark and him were sitting in the press box together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the stories here say that it's going to be somebody else, but that would be great. I like Mike Keenan, man.
Yeah,
he'd be the next best thing to Don Cherry. Everybody be spearing and knocking each other's heads off. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
For not doing nothing. He's
right.
Wild, man.
Exactly. For a guy who had a rather mediocre career, both as a player and a coach, he has sure parlayed it into a lot of money.
Really. About Bird.
Bird?
Yes.
The Bird?
The Bird.
Yeah.
His taste is in his ass.
Well, we know that.
Any guy who likes choke and puke or chokers, run and run. I mean, they're not no Skylar and Guitar Man, but geez, you know.
Woo!
Hey, whatever happened
the best
to that
they can do.
lightning round of Neil Gods you did?
Whatever happened to it?
Yeah, you said you were going to cart a whole bunch up, and I've been waiting for myself to come up on there.
Cart a bunch of what?
You said you were going to do a whole bunch of those Neil Gods. The only one I've heard is Lean Dog.
I have a whole bunch of them carted up.
Oh, because I'm waiting to hear myself.
Well, where the hell are they? What the hell happened to all my Neil God cards? You must be the guy that was in here over the weekend and stole that card.
No, sir.
Gone.
Uh-oh.
Missing.
Uh-oh.
I can't put my finger on it right now, but it happens to be in the machine.
Neil God!
Is that it?
No, I was the guy
Neil God.
No. I was the guy...
Neil God.
No.
Neil God.
No.
Neil God. Neil.
No.
Neil God.
Definitely not.
I think that last one I recorded at the rectory.
Neil God.
No.
Neil God.
Shut up, Kurt.
Neil God.
No?
No.
Neil God.
No.
Well, how many of them are on here, George? A lot?
Neil God.
That's Sonny Fox.
Yeah, it sounded like it. He won't, you notice what a wimp he is? He won't call me anymore after he said bullshit on here on this station that we have fingered him for being the abuser of our airwaves that he is. Wouldn't do it on Magic 102 point up your nose over there, but when he comes on this station here, he says all kinds of crap.
Neil God.
No.
Wow.
Neil God.
Are you sure it's on here?
Neil God.
No.
No.
God, Neil, is that thing for real? Neil, just Neil.
No. It was before that. It was after the guy that said it as a question. You told me to clean up the phone.
Oh, God.
No, that's Scotty Mac.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, cue up here. Is that the end of them?
Yeah, I think that was the last Scotty Mac.
How do you know which is the last? How do you know what's on the card?
Because I happened to tape it that day. I'm not being a Yankee.
All right, here we go.
Mio Dios.
No. Ew, God.
No?
No.
Marvin got it.
Marvin Gardens?
Ew, God. No.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Marvin, he can be seen any hour, morning, noon, and night, rollerblading like a maniac on Miami Beach. I saw him the other day.
He's looking for a job in a bar.
He's out of his mind. I mean, this guy's going to get killed. He thinks he's in, what the hell was that movie in L.A.? Rollerblade. Roller derby.
Roller boogie?
Roller boogie, yeah.
Ew, Adonai.
Oh, that's for Pesach.
That's the Hebrew version.
Oh, God.
Jesus, how many of them are on this damn thing? And now we got to get that Japanese Jewess on here, too.
Oh, Neil, God.
No, not the O. See, the O just...
Neil. God.
Yeah.
No. Neil. God. It's right after that.
Oh, here we go. Okay, big build up here. Here we go. Wait a minute. I may get so excited when I hear this that I wet my pants.
Neil. God. That's the one. Oh!
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for killing 2
closing?
minutes. Yep.
Vince, you're a white Fiero driving, steroid taking.
Okay. Wow, man, if every call could kill as much productive time as that did. Yeah, speaking of that, 11:52, Al Goldstein's here for another 8 minutes until we kick his fat ass out of here. So what's new on the porno scene, Al?
Okay, I made my first porno film 4 weeks ago. I don't even think
Oh, God.
It's going to be the Al Goldstein line of sex films. Do you know how boring the set of a porno film? I'm not in it.
Wait a minute, is that a guy or a girl there on the right on Richard Bay? Is that a guy? Is that a guy or a girl?
It's a guy. Guy.
Huh?
It's a Guido. It's one of those New Jersey Guidos.
Can I ask you a question? I don't want any New Yorkers to be offended, but I've said it many times before. Why is it not only, well, there are a lot of Jews in New York, but why is it that people from New York are so sexless? Almost, what are you laughing? Almost every New Yorker that I've met, they're cold, impersonal. They have sex is like a function. There is no emotion, no passion. They'd be good in that church because there's no passion, so they can't commit any sins. There's this very cold thing with New Yorkers. What is that?
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Oh, absolutely.
No, first
New
of all,
Yorkers
the
are
weather
so
is cold.
sexless.
First of all, the weather is cold.
In fact, you look on his show, Richard Bay, any day, and once in a while he'll bring some... Yeah, she was pretty. Once in a while he'll have some people look like that. But more often than not, see that on the... Well, forget about her. On the stage... The woman that's on the left, the young, right there. Yeah. She's typical of what you see. They're like New York Valley girls.
Well, they all live in Jersey. If you talk about Manhattan girls, a lot of them are hot. I don't agree with you. I think New York City is great.
I'm not knocking New York City. I'm talking about people from New York. I didn't say the girls. You're forgetting who you're talking to. I'm just talking about New Yorkers in general.
Okay.
Very sexless. It's like Jews who are sexless, which is most.
Well, okay, but Jews are looking for the next meal. They're digesting. They're metabolizing.
It all depends on what you're into eating, Al. I guess that's where it's at.
Can you have sex after dinner? Nobody.
Are you seriously going to have a line of porn? You're not going to be doing stuff in them, are you?
No, it starts with the Hitchcock thing. You know, the silhouette of Hitchcock. And, they have Hitchcock.
Wide angle, fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Wide angle.
We have films, but it's hard because you spend $12,000 for a full-length movie, 5 sex scenes. We had to stop the shoot for 2 hours because one guy could not get in the shower for 2 hours.
Is that the one you were telling me about?
Well, yeah, it's amazing. But a sex film can't be that good. There isn't enough money to do a second take. Script's unimportant. And you'd rather have a pretty 19-year-old girl and a handsome 25-year-old guy than somebody who could speak lines.
Right. Exactly.
So, that's the genre, so you just accept it, right? Schlock.
Okay, getting back to Abe Hirschfeld. What are we going to do about this guy? You got his, is he really his press agent?
I swear to God, yeah.
How can you be a press agent for Abe Hirschfeld?
Randy to like you.
No, sir, they don't got to put him on the air. He don't want to talk.
Yeah, but I had lunch with Abe. I love Abe because he's nuts. He's absolutely certifiably insane.
But he doesn't eat as much as you do.
He eats a lot.
Does he eat a lot?
He grabs my food. That's why I don't want to have lunch with him again.
I'd hate to see anybody try to grab your food.
It is fighting words.
No, seriously, I don't want you to die on the air here. I'd feel guilty. I'd feel like I contributed to your demise, and I don't want to be responsible for that. Now, like if it happens between here and the ballpark, it could be an accumulation. It could have been like the pastrami sandwich or the Peking duck. Probably had a lot to do with it. Do you take blood sugar? I mean, you must have diabetes.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't have.
How is that possible?
It shows you ice cream fights things.
No, seriously, what is your blood sugar? Do you have any idea? Your fasting blood? You don't?
No, I don't know. I know my blood pressure. I'm on Lopressa, and then for cholesterol I take Mevacor.
Oh, what is your cholesterol?
Cholesterol is about 240.
Ooh.
You said you're 175. I can't believe it.
Yeah, but this last time it was a little higher. It was over 200.
Okay.
So I got to stop eating things like pizza again after today.
Well,
next time. You don't know what your blood sugar is?
No, I should look it up.
When's the last time you went to a doctor?
4 weeks ago.
Yeah. And you took blood tests?
They didn't yell
They
at
took
me.
your blood?
Yeah, it was amazing.
And you're not diabetic?
Not diabetic.
You will be soon. And you'll be taking insulin. Doesn't make any difference. You'll be taking insulin, and then they'll have to start chopping your legs off.
Every day you give yourself an injection?
No, I don't take insulin. I take, thank God, I take oral medication. Oral. Can you relate to that?
You're a food pig.
No, I am a food pig, but with a little bit of control. I mean, you have no control. None. I have never seen a person. In fact, I'm trying to think of a parallel. Like if
Fat Rich, is he like me?
Fat Rich is, but he doesn't look as bad as you do. I mean, he's big. I don't know how much he weighs, but it's like more proportioned. But you're like the shmoo. Like I said, it's like your head is like regular size. I mean, the neck is getting a little, what is the neck, about 19 now?
Yes.
Yeah, 19. So he was probably a 17 before.
I started as a 16.
Okay.
I was a contender.
So your head, if you took your head, like right from the beard up, beautiful, perfect.
Yeah,
Put it on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Huh? But from the chin down, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then around the middle, which is the worst to your heart, this is where it is. It's like this enormous shmoo-like thing. Like I said, it's like somebody took a tube and they put helium. Seriously, I'm not joking about that. Like a blow-up. Al Goldstein, the walking blow-up doll. That would be a good piece for Screw. Everybody should have an Al Goldstein.
You're depressing me so much.
No, because I'm trying to get you. What do you need? Do you have a mirror in the house? Do you keep mirrors, or are you like Dracula? You broke all the mirrors because you can't look at them.
Can't look at them.
You have to look in a mirror. You have to stand stark naked. Before this day is over, I want you to stand stark naked and look in the mirror.
You're a cruel man.
But you'll probably have a donut in your hand while you're doing it, because I know you won't have anything else in your hand because you can't find that.
You're very cruel.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to appeal to something, but it's obviously not there.
It's going to work.
Why don't you say this? You don't care. Be honest with us. You don't care. Well, we can make some news here. We can make breaking news. Al Goldstein says for the first time he's going to eat himself to death, but with a smile. Why don't you just say that? It's true.
I won't
These
do
other things are cosmetic.
No, I won't do it for spite, because I want to outlive all my ex-wives. I really do.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I'm going to be thin. Within 1 year, I'm going to be here, and you're going to say, Al, how'd you do it? Lead me, master. I'll be in Waco with my brethren. Truthfully. You're going to see it all.
You'll be in Waco?
Yes.
You're going to lock yourself in and wait for Pesach? What is that all about? Here's this Farbissina maniac over there. They're locked up. They said, well, when Passover comes, then something big's going to happen over there. What is that all about?
But you have to keep in mind that there were no Jews there. Otherwise, you'd have pizza delivery trucks and Chinese delivery trucks. No food in 38 days.
That's what you think. Jeff Cohen from Pizza Loft is probably on his way over there right now, one of our people. Anywhere there's a captive audience, he'll deliver. Look at this. He's starting to choke on it now.
He is not.
Do you have attacks? Do you have, like, coughing attacks, fits?
I cough a lot.
Yeah.
But that's all.
And like mini seizures, because you had one of those before, because I said something during a break, that where the sweat
it's the mama cast diet I want.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to start right after I get full at the stadium. Do they have enough food? Because I'll be there in about an hour.
Possibly. Any of the concession people listening, you might want to call for takeout just in case, because I know they're prepared for a huge crowd for opening day. They didn't count on you showing up. So what would you have there today? Are you into peanuts?
No, peanuts are no good.
No, crappy.
No.
And you got to take them out of the shell. It expends too many calories taking them out of the shell.
It's like exercise.
Yeah. Any food, like probably you don't eat like crabs because it requires too slow and requires a lot of energy in getting them out.
Shelled are good.
Shelled. Okay, and the 3 hot dogs.
3 hot dogs. What else do they have?
How about the big pretzels with mustard? Very high, like in cholesterol.
Yeah, right. No, what else? Do they have cotton candy?
No cotton candy.
That's because it's all sugar. That'll be great.
How about you missed the youth fair? We just finished with the Dade County Youth Fair. You could have gone out there and gotten some. Yeah, I love cotton candy. Haven't had it in years.
Great.
You know what I had last week? That was great for the first time in years. Bit of honey.
Wow.
Yeah. When's the last time you had a bit of honey?
No, a long time ago.
Oh, well, you wouldn't like that. That's not your kind of candy bar because you have to peel each section
also,
off the paper.
It hurts your teeth, too.
Oh, forget about that. But you have to peel each one off the section. Your kind of candy bar, which I've also had a couple recently, was the big king-size Snickers.
Oh, great.
Which you just peel it and just pop the whole thing in.
I love it.
Yeah.
Quart of ice cream is great, too.
What kind? Haagen-Dazs again?
Chocolate peanut butter. Deep chocolate.
Did you see Fatso with Dom DeLuise?
Great, wasn't it? I love it.
Because this is like what this is all over again. You could be Oscar Lapidus. Remember the guy?
Yeah.
From Chubby Checkers?
Yeah. Well, you know...
this is a sad experience, Al.
No, because it's just a period of addiction. It's
a period of adjustment.
Well, I'm going to be thin again. I was thin once, I'll be thin again, he says.
From gargantua to just fat. I like see. You know what would have happened? What happened to you? The problem, if you would have been the way you were before you went on the OptiFast, you were fat, but not dangerously fat. You were you.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, you're trying to be something else, and the frustration level is so great in not being able to be that slim whatever, that you're going the other way. This is what we do. This is the real thing in the fat, is the frustration level causes you, because you can't in a few days wake up and look like Peter North or whoever it is you want to look, then you just go crazy.
Yeah.
And now you're going to keep doing this accordion thing. Can't we?
You're right. In fact, you're right about therapy. You learn that we find it hard to be moderate. I'll bet you all parts of your life you are excessive, because I am.
Yeah.
Fatty, it's the compulsive, obsessive
Other than gambling.
Well,
don't gamble a lot.
I can't picture you moderate in
Very moderate. Sit there, watch a few races almost every night. Watch at least a couple.
You're obsessive.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
You watch it.
Only sex and food.
For me, it would be just the food.
Yeah. Well, have a great time at the game, Al.
Thank you. You won't have any food tomorrow.
I'm very happy to see you. I wish I could say it was an uplifting experience, but I want your friend here, Abe Hirschfeld's press agent, he's looking at me this whole hour. See, this guy's a bastard. I'm trying to somehow shame you into this. This is beyond the point of funny.
No.
I mean, you could be funny and being laughed at, like, God, look at how... but that's not you.
No, I'm going to grab hold and Randy.
Yeah, you're going to grab hold.
Agent.
Well, how are you going to do that? Yeah. Going to take a search party for you to grab hold.
But look at this guy. Now, the press agent, Abe's press agent, Randy Hilliard. He is so thin. I don't think he enjoys food as much as I do.
He's busy
having sex
with other things in his mouth, okay?
Yeah.
Have a great time, Al. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Say hi to Tom Snyder and tell him he's a lying, phony hypocrite, and have a great time at the game. Go Marlins and don't eat too much, okay? Al Goldstein.